It is really cold in my room right now, so that's why I have a hoodie on. That was a lie. Well, I mean, it was cold in my room and it still is, but I fucked up my hair. What is up, guys? It's Sophie. Today's content is in a self-loathing type of nature, honestly, and I told myself that I really wasn't going to do that type of comedy in 2020, but I have to laugh. I have to laugh. I found myself with a lot of free time in 2020, and I decided that I would attempt to braid my hair. And well, first it started with the process of twists. I tried to twist my hair, it didn't end up well, and then that turned into braids. I thought that twists would actually be easier than braids, which is why I started with that. I was wrong. So I moved on to braids, and I thought that that would be easiest for me because I had braided before. You know, I did lanyards in day camp, so I was like, why not? Like, I should be able to do this fine. I was wrong about that as well. So now
he needs some milk.
I think the funniest part about this entire situation is that I literally didn't even finish the back. Like, if you so we are going to be taking out my failed braids. The point of this video, what even is this video? I tried to braid my hair and I failed. That's the content that you're getting this week. Honestly, I could have done it. I could have done it because in the beginning it looked cute. Like, it did like kind of look cute. In these pictures, by the way, the back was never even done. Like, but you guys didn't know that though. I estimated how long doing the back of my hair would take me in comparison to how long doing the front, which was the easiest. Doing the front took me about 3 days, 3 24-hour shifts to do this. So doing the back was like, well, that's like the rest of quarantine, and I don't have the time to do that. For today's video, I'm gonna be answering your questions and taking out my hair again. I literally just did a video of me taking out my braids, so we're gonna be doing that for today's video. I've literally been feeling like shit for the past 3 days. Let me start so that this does not take a long time. So I just spent 10 minutes looking for a pair of scissors. Found them. I totally forgot what I was saying. Looking at myself in the viewfinder reminded me about what I was saying about how shitty I've been feeling for the past like 5 days. For the past 5 days, I've literally just been feeling like genuine shit about myself. What makes me feel better is taking pictures, either of myself or other people. So I took some self-portraits with my hair in the raggedy state that it currently is in right now, and I honestly felt so much better after taking those. And I was like, okay, I want to be able to continue doing self-portraits but actually being able to turn my head, you know what I mean? The easiest part was parting, because I do bantu knots on my head, and when I do bantu knots, like, I literally need the parting in the back to be perfect, just for like when I go out and stuff. Even though I'm not even going out, like, I've literally just been in my house, I wanted the parting for myself to be perfect. When I parted my hair, like, I did the rubber band method, so like the back of my hair is all parted right now, and it's like perfectly parted, ready for braids. The part that I failed on was braiding my so like 95% of what the style would have consisted of is what I failed at. For my first time, I would say A for effort, and A for organized parting, and A for like getting braids in. I'm like giving myself credit for doing very minimal work. Let's start reading some of these questions. Hardest part about quarantine: being alone with my thoughts. Part of like what keeps me sane is working. Modeling slash photography slash YouTube is work, and studying. That's like a form of work that I don't really love, but I have to do it. Just working in general. And I realized recently how much free time I actually have doing my online classes. When I was on campus, I was not only surrounded by people, and I could be surrounded by people whenever I wanted, but I had a set routine and like a study routine while I was on campus that I just don't have here. The point is, when I'm alone with my thoughts, it makes it so hard to like not think about things that I shouldn't be thinking about, or getting in my head or overthinking. Those are like pretty bad habits of mine, and I normally combat that with work, but I can't do that in quarantine. Okay, so I recently got hired and I'm working with kids all summer and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, literally working with kids is like what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna be working with kids, and one of the rules for my job is I literally, like, I can't have my phone. Like, I can, but I can't like use it. But I'm pretty happy about that because me going the entire day without being on my phone is probably going to be very good for me, and will deter me from like getting distracted by things that I should not be getting distracted by. What's something new you tried during quarantine? Well, I tried to braid my hair. That didn't work. I failed miserably at doing that, so I might pick up cooking, or I'll probably just stick to what I'm good at, which is making YouTube videos and photography. I could probably write more, but I was watching this YouTube video, and do you see how like crazily off topic I get so quickly? I was watching this YouTube video and it was this girl, she was saying how one of the best things that you can do for yourself is to write out your feelings. And I honestly have so many feelings inside of me right now that if I were to write them down, I like would get so emotional. I don't think I have the time to do that right now, to like get that in my bag by writing about what I'm feeling. Also, I've always found when I express my feelings, expressing them with myself is like not enough. I need to share them with other people. So that's why I kind of use photography as my outlet instead of writing, because if I were to write my feelings, I wouldn't share them with anybody else. Like, I'm not going to show anybody that. So I use photography, but I can't do photography because I'm in here. I mean, I did do a photo shoot over FaceTime, which if you haven't seen that, click right here. Actually, I don't think I know how to do that. There'll be a link in the description box. Also, if you go to the end credits, don't do that though. Like, wait until you get to the end of the video. That video will be there that you can click on. I've been filming for 15 minutes already. I'm gonna have to cut this down. I'm only on like braid 3. First thing you're doing once lockdown is over. The first thing I'm gonna do, I really think I'm gonna leave New York City and like go on a day trip. By the time the lockdown is over, school for me will be over in like early May. Oh my gosh, I'm so close to being done, yo. I'm so close to being done. Once school's over and quarantine is over, I am dipping out of New York City. Like, I'm dipping out of the city. I have been in this house for so long that I think once it's over, I'm going to want to like leave. I don't know where yet. Somewhere that looks really pretty so that I can take really beautiful pictures and self-portraits, and it's gonna be a really fun day. I'm sorry if I'm talking low, by the way. My mother's sleeping in the room right next to mine. This says, do you have a boyfriend? I'm only asking because I follow your Twitter. No, I do not. And now that I've read this comment, I am realizing that those of you who do follow my Twitter are probably very confused as to what my relationship status is depending on like the day. No, I do not have a boyfriend, but that was funny. Somebody just asked, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, honestly. I honestly can't complain. The overarching stress bubble that's just been over my head, and that's normally over my head at most times, is just like schoolwork and making sure that I'm getting the grades that I need to be getting, that I want to be getting, because your girl's trying to get into medical school. I honestly don't think I have anything to worry about, but I just worry instinctually. So it's like, I'm fine, but I just still worry instinctually. So what I really would like is to flash to the last day of classes / finals. Once I hit that day, a weight will be lifted off of my shoulders and I will just be able to enjoy my summer. But until I get to that point, my main priority / goal is finishing the year with Dean's List. That's basically what I want. I love how the question was, how are you doing? And I went into a story time. No, but I'm doing fine though. I am doing okay. I just really would like this semester to be over. This one just says biggest fear. I have a lot of fears. I do have a lot of fears, and I feel like my fears are in different categories. So they're like career fears, irrational fears, rational fears, love life fears, even though those aren't really relevant to me right now. Personal fear, like I feel like my fears are in like filing cabinets. They're organized into like different categories and you can like file through them in alphabetical order, but I don't think I'm actually gonna list them in this video. Instead of talking about my fears and giving them attention or my energy, rather than focusing on that, I can focus on things that I know will go right. Me talking about my fears doesn't really do anything except magnify them and make them seem more real, when most of my fears are really just things that could possibly happen in the future but haven't happened yet. So instead of focusing on stuff that hasn't even happened, I can focus on what could happen that's really, really good. To make a long answer short, I'm not gonna talk about what my fears are. What are some of your pet peeves? PS, I love your channel. Thank you. I would say when people assume the reason why I'm in a bad mood. I don't like that. Especially when they guess the right answer. If I'm in a bad mood and I'm not talking about why and then you bring it up, it's just me, it's gonna make me more mad. Or like if you're in a bad mood and you're upset or angry or sad and somebody's like, oh Sophie, why are you upset? And you don't answer, but then somebody answers for you. It's like, oh, she's mad about XYZ. Don't fucking do that. When people guess why I'm upset or like assume why I'm upset, I do not like that. When people are condescending, I hate when people are condescending. I guess that's like just a personality trait that bothers me as a whole. How to deal with losing friends. I saw a post where it was like losing friends is like harder than losing an ex, and I low-key agree with that. I'm not trying to put them on like a pyramid level of priority, but losing friends can honestly hurt just as much, if not worse, than like losing a boyfriend or a girlfriend or partner. When it comes to dealing with losing friends, since that's such a broad topic and each situation is so unique, I would think about why this friend was lost and who initiated it, or if it was mutual or whose fault it was. If the blame was on you and like you did something fucked up, then maybe reflect on your actions. If it was on them, then think of it as you dodging a bullet. Think of it as an opportunity, like you being set free to make new friends, which you definitely will make. If it was mutual, then I would think of it as just like not everybody's in your life forever. Some people come for like temporary periods to teach you lessons and then they leave and then that's it. And I don't think you realize how much better it is until you make new friends and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm better off, bitch. Losing friends definitely sucks, especially when like you've had that friend for so long and there are like memories and you look back and it's like, oh my gosh, we were so close. But everything does happen for a reason. I genuinely do believe that everything happens for a reason. Thoughts on college hookup culture? I really don't have many thoughts. I mean, listen, as long as you're being legal, safe, I don't judge it. I mean, do whatever you need to do. Active consent, make sure you're not cheating on anybody. I honestly realized since getting to college how many opinions people do have on like other people's sex lives, and it's like a lot of opinions on something that's absolutely none of my business. Indulge in it if you'd like. Don't indulge in it if you don't like. Just like if you do indulge in hookup culture, just like make sure you're being safe and legal and that you're not cheating on anybody, of course. Like just make sure that you are, you know, being smart about it. My mom's gonna come out tomorrow morning and be like, you spent 3 days in the bathroom just to take that shit out? This one just says, I really shouldn't text my ex, but quarantine is getting to me, ... help. Listen girl, I really shouldn't text my ex either. Just don't fucking do it. If you know you shouldn't do it, don't fucking do it. I mean, it's obviously easier said than done, but like, I don't know. Turn your phone off if you need to. If I'm trying to refrain from texting / calling somebody, or I'm just like avoiding a situation entirely, I turn my phone off and like put it somewhere else. Or, oh my gosh, this is actually really helpful that I've been doing. I wait for my phone to die and I just like let it fucking die. You can't do anything with a dead phone. Hide the charger if you need to, like if it really gets that bad. But if you know you shouldn't be texting your ex, don't text your ex. I know quarantine is depressing and like you get in your feelings and you're thinking about shit you shouldn't be thinking about. But okay, side note, I have obviously gotten really comfortable with my viewers if I'm like willing to sit in front of my camera like this. Like I look bad. I mean, it's good of you to even acknowledge the fact that you shouldn't be. Like some people are in straight denial and are like, it's okay if I do this thing that I really shouldn't be doing. But it's like, you are aware that you shouldn't be doing something and you've acknowledged that, and you've acknowledged that you're tempted. So fight the temptation. Reward yourself if you can go like a week without texting him or her or them. That would actually be like a really good way to, or a really good opportunity to distract yourself. When I am trying to distract myself, I always resort to photography. Like I took these self-portraits 2 in the morning because I was fighting the temptation, bitch. Like, I was wide awake in bed, like, wow, there's a lot that I could type up right now, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take some fucking pictures. So that's what I did. I took those Johns at 2 a.m., got out of bed, put on makeup, set up my camera, and I took some freaking self-portraits. So whatever you need to do to distract yourself and to fight the temptation, do it, bitch. This is actually a really good question. This one says, what's something you're unreasonably hard on yourself for? Letting myself relax. I'm so hard on myself when I allow myself relaxation. If I'm not studying, if I'm not working on a YouTube video, if I'm not editing photos, if I'm not doing anything that will better either my future career or my career now, then I'm like so unbelievably hard on myself. Like today, for example, I don't have anything due. I do have a paper that I have to start working on, but nothing is due today. I had nothing scheduled for today that I had to get done, like absolutely nothing at all, except for film a video. That was the only thing that I had to do for this weekend, and I'm doing it right now. I woke up at around 8 a.m. and I spent all day watching Netflix, the entire day. I did not sit at my computer and get any work done. I didn't do anything school related. I just emailed a professor and that was it. It was almost like hard to even enjoy my day because as every single hour went by, I was like, you should be studying. It's exam week next week. Like, you should be working on this paper. You should be doing XYZ. But it's like, I schedule my work so that it will get done by the time it needs to get done. And I checked my planner, there was nothing for Sunday, yet I still was making up things to do in my head that I didn't need to be doing. Today, it's like, oh, I have school tomorrow, so why am I relaxing? It's like, bitch, I have time. It's like me talking to me. Okay, so I'm on the last braid. I took a break to watch New Girl because I thought it would just speed up the process. It is it's 12:53 a.m. I gotta go to sleep because I have a long week ahead of me. The hair in the back is so shrunken up. Oh, okay, that broke. Oh, that broke too. I'm gonna go like this. Thank you guys thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below if you want to see a wash day routine, because listen, I just took out my hair. Next thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to wash it. Also comment down below, how are you doing in quarantine right now? How are you dealing with it? I feel like a lot of the time we get into the habit of dwelling on our own situations without learning about other people's. So if you're on quarantine or if you're an essential worker, I want you to comment down below how you are dealing with everything that's going on. If you do feel like talking about it. If you don't, just comment down below if you want to see this 4C natural hair routine. I love you all so much. I'll see you all next Sunday or Monday with another new video. Bye.